I can able to see you, Hari. Uh-huh.
So it is
Okay.
now I'm add bro.
Okay, you go add it.
Yes,
Okay.
bro. Now I put save bro.
Okay. So is that storing
And
in wait.
yes bro.
Adu
db
save
dot
yeah, I just want to
yes
check
bro.
that. Go to db.json.
Yes bro. See bro.
Oh, okay, right. Okay. Go to your application.
Now I
Okay.
also I edit bro. I'm able to
Okay.
edit.
Okay.
My
Go ahead.
groceries. I I delete groceries and
Okay.
update. Now it's also update. Right.
Okay. Okay. So okay, try to delete study.
So it is pop up. Yes or no.
Okay. Okay, good. So these all the things you have done the pop-up model and the card, so that has been called from the bootstrap, right?
Yes bro.
Okay. Okay. So okay, can you try to add a toaster message once you're running the application?
Oh no
I'm
bro. I don't have toaster.
okay, right. Okay.
Toaster means it is like
Message
before
man. If you are adding
message.
the users, yeah, users should know that you have created or you have created something, so that
Bro,
will
it
be
is
notified
it will show in right side, bro.
where
Right.
it is.
You see, wait. Who created?
Okay, good. So what about delete and edit?
But delete delete to do deleted, bro.
Okay, so delete. Yeah. Okay, right. Good.
And I edit by series
Okay.
update.
Just go
So
to
updated.
the yeah. Okay. Okay, I just got it. Just go to your code and show me the service.js page. So how you have written the service? Oppose, edit, delete, and this kind of thing. So yeah, follow the structure what I have taught you. I just want to see that. Go to api.js.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Create to do update to delete.
Okay.
Create method, post method, put method, delete method.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
Okay.
myself is small doubts are here, bro. In myself, I will clear.
Okay. 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 Apart from that, do you have any other doubts?
Yeah, I put it down, bro. In the next day class, I will ask, bro, any doubts.
Okay. Sure. Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Okay, Ari. Right.
Thank you,
Good.
bro. I
Okay.
stop sharing.
Yeah. Yeah. You can stop sharing. Okay.
Any classes are I am left, bro.
Okay. You may left. You may left. Hari, you may
Okay,
leave. Okay. Right.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank
Done. So okay, guys, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So I'm just going to tell you. So what kind of scenario we are going to work on Monday. Okay. So I'll just going to explain you. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, we are going to work on a e-commerce website. Okay. So our main objective is to build a fully functional e-commerce website that integrates with an external API. Okay. So we are not going to fetch from a backend. Okay, we are going to use any external API like fake JSON, or we can able to do it our JSON itself. Okay, like creating a local server and we can able to implement that. Okay, so we can do that. Website that integrate with external API to fetch product data and implement features such as product search. So we can able to look under product search, and then how we can able to filter that with the help of like price to low, medium to high, high to low, and then ascending to descending. Okay, so this kind of thing. Then add to cart functionality, shopping page, and then payment. Okay, so then we'll be looking onto the UI, how the UI should be designed using the preferred styling method. So whatever the convenience in, we are not going to use any CSS or style component, we are directly going to use a bootstrap. Okay, so then the requirement features, how we are going to use the fetch data from API, either using fetch or Axios, so, but we will be preferring Axios. Okay, so same it is we will be writing in a separate service. Okay, then all the thing will be imported in a component for, and then there will be a product search. Okay, we are going to search the product, so all the automated product will become, if you are clicking on particular product after the search, that will direct to the detailed page of a product. Okay, and then we'll be go for the product filtering. Okay, so like category, price range, and rating. Product link should be updated instantly when a filter is applied, so this also we are going to see. And then if we click on a add to cart, okay, each product should have a add to cart button. Okay, the cart should store products persistently, local storage and state management. Okay, so that I will teach you how we are going to store a value in a local storage. Okay, and then show cart quantity, so we'll be showing the cart quantity, the price, and dynamically it will be changed based on the carting. Okay, and then we'll be developing one more page called shopping page and the cart page, and then the payment page method. Okay, and whatever the styling we are going to do here is with the help of bootstrap, and it going to be either mobile as well as a mobile responsive and visually appealing. And then the component structure will be like neighbor, product cart, we are going to create different component, so each component will be importing throughout directly in a application. Is that clear everyone as of now? If you are clear, just raise your hand, guys. Okay, others? Ashwini, Latika, Soumya, Sabri, Yadwan. Okay, great. So I think the deadline is on 23/8/2025, coming by the next week. So we can able to do that. Okay. So after once the completion of this project, I'm going to teach you how you are going to deploy your source code in GitHub, and then how you are going to deploy in the Netlify, like open source URL. Okay, so how you are going to work on that. Okay, so these kind of thing we are going to take care. So I will tell you the estimation for this thing. Okay, the first thing we are going to, in a day one on Monday, what we are going to do is we are going to describe a neighbor, and then we are going to write a static card. Okay, and then we are going for a just a simple, okay, just a simple e-commerce application like adding a product. And okay, uh, so how we are going to use that is, the first day we are going to work on neighbor and a product card, and then the footer component. Okay, after that in a day two we are going to see, we are going to fetch the data. Okay, from an external API, and then we'll use the product search. Okay, so how we are going to product search and how we are going to do the product filtering. Okay, so this kind of thing will be taken care of on the day two. And the day three we are mostly working on add to cart. Okay, and shopping carts at the simultaneous time. One, if it is done, then the automatically the second will be easiest to do that. And shopping page will be having a form submit, like you will be giving the shipment address, so that kind of thing will be taken care, and that will be comes under day 3. And the day 4 we are going for a payment. Okay, how we are going to redirect to a payment, so the confirmation mission, this kind of thing. After that, okay, the final thing on the day 5, once the completion everything is smoothly as possible. Okay, we'll be hosting our application in a server. Okay, so after the, before that I'll teach you the same thing. Okay, so how you have been done a CRUD. Okay, so I'll be going to give you a I'm going to fetch a user value. So from there I'm going to give a access role. Admin means admin can able to create a product, he can able to view the product, also he can able to cut the value. Okay, so this kind of thing we are going to look at. Okay, in case if we have the time. Okay, that is secondary, but main thing we are going to design this. Okay, this is the roadmap structure for next 1 week. After this 1 week is been completed, by the next of the week you will be having the interview. I have just prepared the question. Okay, In that question, you will be having one-on-one interaction with me. Okay, so it will take hardly 10 minutes for each candidate. Afterwards, I'll be just sending you the marks. So then we'll be wind up a React application. Is that clear? So this is how the roadmap is going to work for next 2 weeks. Okay, by the end of this month. Okay. Okay, right. Before moving on to the next thing, I'm constantly keep asking that if you guys have any doubt, okay, just let me know. If you are clear with it, okay. If you have any other doubts regarding that, okay. So what we are going to use is we are going to use a bootstrap component. Okay, we are not going to write the entire code. So I don't think that we'll be have the much time. Okay, so you have to work on those things. So what we'll be doing, we'll be going to a bootstrap component page, and there we'll be copying the code and we'll be pasting. Okay, just the design part, UI design element part. Okay, so this kind of thing, and the functionality we'll be writing the functionality. I'm not going to copy any code functionality, just the UI part I'm going to just copy and paste because due to the time constraint. So we are going to work on the functional like add to cart, shopping payment, and product filling, product search, and fetch the data from API. So these are the things that we are going to take care of that. Okay. Okay. Sabri, do you have any doubts? Try to be open, frank to me. Okay, if you have any doubt, just let me know, just so that I can able to clear you.
No, sir.
Okay, good. So so you have well aware of the concept, right? So what I have taught from the day one, so up to now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, great. Right. Okay. So what about Ashwini?
No, sir.
You don't have any doubt. So you are very clear with your clear with the topic. So what I have just taught you in the duration from the day one to up to now. Okay. So what about Litika and Aishwarya?
No doubt, sir.
Are you sure, Litika?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have understand the concept, including the Redux also, what I have taught yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, can you just tell me why we are using Redux? Can you just tell me why we are using Redux in application? Why we can't able to use normal React framework, React as well? Why we are approaching Redux? So what is the main purpose of approaching the Redux? Okay. Soumya, what about you?
Sir.
What about you? Have you understand the concept from the day one so far till now?
No, sir.
Okay. So do you have doubts?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Can you just tell me what kind of doubts you are having?
Day 1ல இருந்தே எனக்கு டவுட் இருக்கு சார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
இது அப்ளிகேஷன் ரன் பண்ண தெரியுமா?
நோ சார், அந்த வீடியோமே நான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்ல இருந்தே வாட்ச் பண்ணாதான் சார் என்னால அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ண முடியும்.
ஓகே, எப்போ ஜாயின் பண்ணீங்க அது?
Day 3 சார்.
Day 3ல ஜாயின் பண்ணீங்களா?
யா எஸ் சார்.
ஓகே. ஸோ இந்த வீக்கெண்ட்குள்ளே நீங்கள் ஃபுல்லாகவே அந்த 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 மொத்தம் 10 நாள் 10 டேஸ் ஒரு இது வீடியோஸ்லாம் பார்த்து முடிச்சுட்டு அதை இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணிடுவீங்களா?
பண்ணிடுவேன் சார்.
ஓகே, ரைட்.
ஓகே சார்.
Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so I think I forgot to teach you the one of the main thing. Okay, so that is deployment and best practice. Okay, so what that contains. Okay, so once your application is done, okay, you'll be building a script. Okay, so if the script goes correctly, so you'll be giving us, there is some kind of command like npm run build. So if you are giving that build, it will take some like up to like 10 minutes to initialize the building the script of entire application. The entirely the build itself give you the estimated time plus, so whatever the issues are there, so you can able to remove that. Okay, so the first thing is, while you are writing your code, okay, so there should not be any commented code. Okay, before moving to the deployment, before creating a build, so there should not be any commented code. The first rule is, so whether you are writing the perfectly the each and every syntax, like declaring the variable at top of the scope, and then you are giving the use state and use effect, these kind of functions, and the hooks are in the same manner, then in coming to UI. Okay, so these are the first thing, so you have to take care of that. And then there is an environmental variable where we will be passing a URL. Okay, that URL will be mapping into into our application, so that is a security purpose. So why we are using environmental variable, we can directly able to give inside a code itself. Okay, so what will happen, it will be a privacy content, and it can be able to reach the data breach, okay, from the server. So for that purpose, we'll be using the environment called .env variable to hide the security keys and this kind of thing. Okay, so then we'll be using how there is another method. So the third method will be debugging in production. So we'll be check, is there any other issue are lying on production while we are moving a code to the production. If there is any issue, if it is that, we'll be working on a test cases. Okay, so that kind of scenario will be happen. And then best practice for maintaining a clean and React code base. Okay, I'll just tell you and screen share, so how you are going to maintain a React application code. Just give me a second. Okay, right. So okay, so yeah, if you're creating an application, so there should be a main file like component. So what are the component, like for the list page, it should be it should need to be have the list page. Okay, list page means should be have another folder inside it, this will list page, and header should be in another page. Okay, and if neighbor is there, so we can able to add the neighbor. And then if it is footer component also. So we have to give inside a component called name footer. Okay, so these are the structures. So how you are able to write a perfect code? Okay, so remember, whenever you are declaring like use state or use select or this kind of thing, so that should be come first. So in some case what we'll be doing, we'll be giving this handle hat inside the top of the variable scope. So that won't be accepted because it will throw an error. What will we show? You have to declare the first, then it is not initialize the variable. So this is how you have to follow on. So first part in a component, yeah, just give me a second. Okay, in a component, so this is a React component. Assume the one particular component. So here the first thing will be, you will be importing a variable files, and then you will be importing, and then here you will be having the function declaration. Okay, inside the functions, like the file name what you are going to give. So here what I have given here is list. Okay, so like that you are going to declare. So the structure of code, I'm just explaining to you how it is going to look. Okay, so entire thing, and inside that, so the first thing will be, you have to declare the variable first. So variable declaration will happen first. Okay, and then what will happen, what will come in second, it's the event handling, like handle chain, submitting the function. So this kind of thing will take place. So that should come the next, and like handle image. So if you want to upload a file, so we'll be working on that. So this kind of thing, and then the third thing will be fetching the data. Okay, so how we are going to use a use effect. So use this by these kind of things should be called as the third part. So inside a component, inside a function. So then what will be coming is, so then we'll be having the uh, code of structure call. So written. Okay, inside that you are going to write your entire HTML files. So that will be contained. So these are the things. So you have to maintain the neat code practical structure. So in case if you are writing and you are just commenting this code, okay, so what I just told you how to the best, if I am commenting this code, okay, and I am running my application, it will easily able to declare the easily it will be able to identify the error. Okay, so this kind of then console. So let me check that. So just I tell you how we can able to assume that. So the simple thing is, go to your application and terminal. So you have to give the command run npm run build. Okay, run build. So now what will happen, the building is, so see here, each and everything will be happen. Okay, so I am not having any other errors, right. I'm not having any error. So like I haven't declared, I have declared this, and something what happened if it is name is there. Okay, so what will happen sometimes, uh if one thing is not been declared also, it will shows as a it will, so there is an one process like try to initialize that. So this is how you will be initializing your, this is how you will be initializing your variables. Okay, so another thing is, try to remove the console as much as you can, because while whenever you are using the use effect, whenever you are rendering that, okay, it will take a time to reload. So keep on the unnecessary rendering will be happen. Okay, so try to avoid that. So yeah, try to avoid that kind of thing, use effect. If you are working on Redux, so use effect is don't it's not a necessary. Okay, for fetching the data. So directly it will be called from the selector. So that will be the main purpose. Okay, so directly we are purposing. If you are working with an Redux with an Axios or RESTful HTTP and HTTP request, so then you have to use the use effect from the external third party. So these are the things. Okay, so I'll write here. Okay, so first the structure will be the import variable. Okay, so how you are going to write an e code, and then here it is the entire the function. Okay, so that's going to get mapped here. So here you have to declare a state variable. Okay, state declaration variables, and then here you will be having the event handling function like handle change. add edit, delete edit, so this kind of thing. And here you will be having your use effects. So how you are going to fetch your data. So this kind of thing will be happen. So rendering, rendering effects. Okay. Okay. So then you will be having the HTML part. So how you are going to write your HTML, CSS and code, this kind of thing will be take place in this part. So this is how the structure you have to follow up. Okay. Right. Is that clear everyone? So how we have to write a structure in a React? So this is how the basic protocol you have to follow. Try to remove console and try to remove if any debugger is just try to remove that. Okay. So that's the thing. So this is the best practice method to avoid any conflict or like cache memory. Is that clear everyone? If you're clear, just raise your hand. We'll wind up the session. Okay. Okay. Okay guys. Okay, right. Thank you. Thank you guys. Bye.